Methodological naturalism is a convention that has really only been around since the late 19th century. Science actually got started in a very explicitly theistic and indeed Christian milieu. The period of time that historians call the scientific revolution is roughly 1300 to 1700. There's debate about when it actually starts and how much the Protestants versus the Catholics were responsible, but clearly theological ideas, Christian theological ideas, had a huge role in the formation of and the foundation of modern science. One of those key ideas was actually the idea of intelligibility, that nature is intelligible. There's an order and a design that can be understood and discerned by the scientist because nature is the product of a rational mind, a rational intellect, namely the mind of God, and that same mind or creator who made nature with that rational order built into it made us and our reason so that we could perceive and understand the reason that he built into nature. And that was what gave people confidence to do the hard work of investigation to figure out, well, what is the hidden order? What is the design that is beneath the appearances in natural phenomena? So the first thing to say is that science did not arise because of a set of naturalistic presuppositions. It actually arose because of a conviction that there was a lawful order in nature, that human beings could discern and understand it because they'd been made in the image of the creator of that order, and that also they needed to go investigate because while they might expect that there's a rational order there, the Greeks believed the same, they also knew that the rational order was contingent on the choice of the creator. This was a product of recovering the doctrine of creation in the late Middle Ages. And since the order in nature is contingent on the act of the creator, we have to go and look and see what kind of an order he put into it. We can't just simply sit in our armchairs and deduce it from logical first principles. The Greeks and the Ptolemaic astronomy was a good example of this. They figured that, well, since the most perfect form of motion is a circle, and since the planets are in the heavenly realm, they must be inscribing circular orbits, but in fact they were doing ellipses. So the early modern scientists broke with the ancient Greeks and said, since nature's created by God and he could have done otherwise, we need to go and find out not what he must have done, as Robert Boyle said, but what he did do, which means empirical investigation. You got to look and see. So there were a number of ways in which Christianity gave rise to modern science, and the idea that a set of naturalistic assumptions is necessary to do science, I think is just historically false.